Prejudice. Wrote a song about it. Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
You are listening to Bras, Panties and Sports. This is your boy Dizzie Mac, here with my girl, the First Lady of Sports Talk, the one and only Cheryl Smith. And we are joined by the always lovely, put together Shimmy Shake Girls. First Lady, we got a lot to talk about. It's a lot happening. So I'm going to send it over to you on a silver platter. But what you saying?
Each week we try to figure out what is going on in the sports world. Not the plays of the week, more like the players of the week. Are they trying to tell us something? So we ask, what you saying? Fly, little birdie, fly. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. So I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let the spirit carry me. I want to fly right into the future. The little birdies known as the thunder want to fly far, far away from the apparent choke job they succumb to at the hand of the Warriors. Is this the best the Kevin Durant and Westbrook-led Thunder team will ever be able to do against what appears to be a vastly superior Warriors team? Given the potential dynasty the Warriors may be on the verge of creating, does it really make sense for either to leave if they really want a chance to have a ring? Would Durant have to give up money to play with the Warriors? Would he do it to be a part of a dynasty? Moses Malone, Dr. J, Lou Alcindor, and the Steve Miller Band are asking, what you saying?
What you saying?
What you saying? Yeah, well, what I'm saying is I heard this phrase, and I just laughed when I heard it. The Choklahoma, the OKC Thunder.
Wow, the Choklahoma, that is cold. That is cold. Yeah, you didn't create that, did you?
No, I didn't create that. I won't give props. I heard that on the Time Morning Journey morning show. The Choklahomas, and I just laughed when I heard that because I just thought it was so fitting to fit the OKC Thunder. And but you know something, Dizzie Mac, they will be able to beat the Warriors with Durant and Westbrook. I mean, come on now. This series just didn't show their best. They were 5 minutes away from beating the Warriors in Game 6. OKC turned the ball over. They played bad offense in that final minutes. So to me, Durant and Westbrook, they can do it again. They have that championship pedigree to win a title. And I know everybody thinks the Warriors have a dynasty, but I think Durant and Westbrook need to stay in OKC. I just think what they need to do, they just need a couple adjustments. And the main adjustment that OKC needs to do next year is to bring in a veteran point guard who can run the offense within the last 5 minutes of the game and move Russell Westbrook to the two guard. And, if they do that, they could win a championship because that's the problem. He's just too erratic in the final minutes of the game. They just, for some reason, things fall apart with 5 minutes. I mean, I actually didn't see the game live. I actually was at the R. Kelly concert in Miami, which he was great. So when I got home, I had taped the game and looked at it. And I was saying, well, how the hell did he lose this game? Because I was going all the way up until the 5 minutes of the game, and they were winning by 8 points. And then all of a sudden, they just fell apart at the 5 minutes point. And this is what's happening all year to them. I can't remember what the numbers were. I think it was like 14 games that they lost within the last 5 minutes. I mean, this is crazy. So they need somebody who can bring some stability within that last 5 minutes. I mean, this team has a very young nucleus, and they can compete for championships for many, many years. And the Warriors, I mean, you got to give them props. They came back from a 3-1 deficit, but I don't think the Warriors won the series. I really think OKC just lost the series. And Kevin Durant, don't give up money, man. You don't need to go to the Warriors. Why would you want to go to a team that you just lost the Western Conference championship to? You can stay with Russell Westbrook for another year and consider yourself a chance to go back to the championship team, to be the conference championship again. All you need to do is to stay one more year, and then maybe you and Russell Westbrook can determine when both of you can be free agents where you can go together and decide on your future. But there's nothing going, the Choklahomas, they can do it. They can do it. They can do it. They got that nucleus right there. I mean, it's a great team if you think about it. They just need to resolve that situation with 5 minutes left in the game. Dizzie Mac, what are you thinking about this?
First Lady, I agree with you. They were right there. They were on the cusp of upsetting and unseating the world champions. They had the game. I liken it to having a champion hurt. Having them hurt. And you're going for the kill. You smell it. You know it's in the air. And then you get caught coming in. And they got caught with a flurry. Golden State put a flurry on them, which just discombobulated them. As first thing you said it. Russell Westbrook he was discombobulated some last few minutes. Durant, discombobulated. They got hit with the counter punch. I mean, that's almost like, a deer knocking out a bear. They caught him with that flurry, and it was over. And I really, truly think Durant will stay in Oklahoma. OKC. He'll stay there. Because, again, the money is there. He can sign a 2-year deal, short-term deal, with an option to opt out after next year, and him and Westbrook could have their choice as a team and more money on the table. The money's going to go up. I mean, he's not going to miss any money. He's going to be in a catbird position. He can come back with the team that he's on. They came this close. I know he's got to want it. So sign a short-term deal. Make it happen. And if it somehow does happen, then, hey, you come back and you just sign a bigger deal because you'll get bigger money. I really hope that he looks at it like that. Because going someplace else and trying to make it work, First Lady, isn't going to be too good. And that was just given to the dynasty that the Warriors will have, because you split him and Westbrook up, you're just going to have very good players on so-so teams, and they're not going to be enough to do it collectively. I don't know. I don't think he want to go to Golden State. Me thinks he wants to topple Golden State coming out that West. He wants to stick his spur in the ground and say, I did it. I done it. I did it. And I think all of Russell Westbrook would want that too, because he knows if he cannot have Durant as his wingman on the same team, it's going to be hell trying to get past OKC, even if you come out of the East. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. But the money is there for Durant. I think he just has to be smart, do as he's doing, sit back, take a look at all the options. Get all the good advice. And, as you know, First Lady, she needs to listen to Mama. I think Mama like OKC.
They treating up Mama good, Oklahoma.
Yeah, but he just, there's been a lot of talk. Maybe he can come to the Eastern Conference and compete against LeBron. Because, LeBron and the Cavaliers, they definitely had a easy path to the finals. There's talk about maybe going to Miami, but then if he goes to Miami, he's going to be perceived of following LeBron's footsteps to try to win a championship. I mean, he can come to New York and play with Carmella, and there's talk about him going to Washington, D.C. to play with the Wizards, but that's where he's from. I don't know if he wants to go and play in front of family and friends. Sometimes, you know, when you go to your hometown, that can get you into a lot of trouble, a lot of pressure. But, I mean, he definitely
That's
has...
why Mama like OKC. That's why Mama like Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Say, we don't need to be up there.
LA
we don't need to be. Mama got a long memory. She like, look, we don't need to be up there, son.
Well, he can go to L.A. too. I mean, Los Angeles. Supposedly he has a home in L.A. You know, the question becomes what he wants to do. Does he want to go to a big market? Is it worth going to a big market, or do you want to continue to win a championship? And they just got some great players on that team. I mean, you look at Steven Adams. I mean, he really blew up at the end of the season and became a very good player. And he's very young. You know, Serge Ibaka is still young, and they just got some great people. Cancer. So, I mean, that's a great team. That team has a nucleus to be there every year. It's just, I think they need some stability in the backcourt.
You know, one other thing is that San Antonio is rebuilding. So actually, the path to to be those two teams battling for the West at the end of the year has gotten a smidgen easier with because San Antonio has there's some the big guys have faded. Okay, and they have some youngins that will come along, but they got some work to do. So Oklahoma has that window, and as you said, they need someone who can distribute and manage the game in the last 5 minutes. And if it just wouldn't cost them so much, there's a certain player who plays in L.A. who would be perfect for him. But they just can't get him.
And who may that be?
It's a certain player in L.A.
Well, yeah, I was going to ask you.
Oh, you talking about Chris Paul?
I mean,
they can't get him.
I mean, who was your choice for it? I know you said that, hey, you need a veteran point guard, but who would you see in that position for OKC?
Well, actually, they really only need the person at the 5 minutes mark, so I really don't think they need to get somebody like a Chris Paul. I mean, to me, any of reasonable veteran point guard could do the job. I mean, right now I'm just trying to see somebody. Let me see.
So you're saying that they don't need a set. So you're saying they don't need a star. They just need
they don't need a star. They just need somebody who can manage the game in the last 5 minutes. Matter of fact, that person could just play the last 5 minutes. That's all they need. Or, get them acclimated maybe earlier in the game, whatever. But they just need a steady point guard. And, I mean, right now I'm trying to see who would come to my mind that is not a superstar but can definitely control the game. I'm thinking of the guy who's on, he plays for, I think Sacramento. Oh, gosh, he used to play for Denver.
Ty Lawson?
Andre, what's his name? Oh, I guess his name is eluding me right now.
Andre Miller?
Andre Miller is a good person that can definitely control the game at the last second, 5 minutes. He wouldn't require that much the cost. So, somebody on that line, somebody who can just be able to control the game. And that's all they need. Somebody with some common sense in 5 minutes a game. Westbrook and Durant didn't have it. I mean, like Charles Barkley said, they play hero ball. And, I mean, those shots that they put up at the last 5 minutes were just ridiculous. They were forced shots, throwing the ball all over the place. I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, I was just shocked. But anyway, all right, Dizzie Mac, over to you.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers, putting suckers of fear, making their tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, explosion, overpowered, over the competition. I'm tired. Wrecked and shot when I drop these lyrics that'll make you call the cops. Don't you dare stare. You better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest of it. I'll get you sliced and diced. Competition paying no price. I'm going to knock you out. Huh? Mama said knock you out. Huh? We're not talking about Nicole Adams, Katie Taylor, or Clarissa Shields. We're talking about a world in mourning, not just the sports world, but the world overall. The greatest has passed away, Muhammad Ali, at age 74. Wow. I mean, Muhammad Ali was one of my first sports heroes. One of my first sports heroes, and I've been a sports guy since I was able to really kind of start talking. So that's far. And, man, it's just sad, a sad day, and, we all have some of the greatest memories of watching him fight, watching him perform, watching him stand for millions of people when he was the only one in a position to do so, and he did so. Never back down from an opponent or a social injustice, a means to make people get along. You couldn't have asked for a better world ambassador, because everybody knew him, everybody loved him, everybody wanted him. One of the greatest quotes I ever heard was, "It's not the mountain that wears you down, it's the pebble in your shoe." One of his greatest quotes. First Lady, I know you are a boxing fan. What can you say?
Yes, I am. Oh, my goodness. As you said, he definitely was the greatest. Muhammad Ali is definitely one of my heroes, one of my idols. He was a humanitarian. I mean, I know initially back in the 60s when he decided to take the stance against Vietnam and not going in the military, a lot of people, did not like Muhammad Ali for that. But as African Americans, we applaud Muhammad Ali because of the fact that he stood up for his belief. He never shied away from any type of, like you said, issues that's going on in the world. He's always been that humanitarian. Whatever he stood for, he believed. And you have to definitely respect him for that. And, he is the most famous sports icon in the world. I know ESPN had listed him as number 3 behind Babe Ruth and Michael Jordan. I definitely disagree with that. Muhammad Ali is the most famous sports icon, more so than Michael Jordan. I'm not knocking Michael Jordan, but one thing about Muhammad Ali, as you said, Dizzie Mac, he stood for something. He always spoke out about injustices, and really, you didn't think Michael Jordan did that. It's funny because in the 70s, actually when I first started, enjoying Muhammad Ali, we didn't have what we had today, pay-per-view. You had closed circuit. Actually, it was closed circuit. The fights were at the movie theater. You had to go to the movie theaters. But I used to listen to Muhammad Ali's fight on the radio, because a lot of the radio stations, what they would do, they would have a person there at the fight, and when it was in between the rounds, that person would give you a round-for-round description of what took place, and that's pretty much how I used to listen to the Muhammad Ali fight. And I remember the first fight with Frazier in Madison Square Garden, and I was, how old? I was about 12, 7, I can't remember how old I was. I was very young at that time. But all I know is it was a lot of racial issues going on in the world during that time. And it was, you could tell people took sides of who voted for, who wanted Frazier to win, who wanted Muhammad Ali to win. And I was sad because, Muhammad Ali got knocked out. But he was able to always bounce back. And he came back and he fought Frazier again. And he won in that the Thriller in Manila. That probably was the fight that really took most of the toll on both of those fighters. That was a fantastic fight, but it was a brutal fight. And, I just remember all the fights that Muhammad Ali had. And like I said, he was definitely was the greatest fighter of all time. And not just because of his boxing ability, but because of what he stood for and how he basically transcended sports in the world. So he will be sorely missed. One of the saddest things, I never got a chance to meet him, never saw him, but I do plan one day to go to Kentucky because I know they just made his home a landmark and a museum. So, that's definitely going to be something to go see. And, he definitely will sorely be missed.
Yeah, one of the things for me growing up, I'll just say the two black athletes that stood out for me were Jim Brown and Muhammad Ali. And one, very proud men. And in many ways, very humble and extremely eloquent. Jim Brown, the stereotype, let alone aside from being a black athlete, the stereotype, dumb jock. Athletes are stupid. They're just, they have these physical gifts and they can do that, but they're not really smart. And that was a prevailing stereotype during those times. And here you had Jim Brown not only shattering the image of athletes not being smart, totally eloquent, so eloquent that he could play in bad movies and make money. So talented that he could say, you know what? I don't like what you're doing. I'm not going to even diss you. I don't have to get it. Well, they didn't have Twitter feeds and all, but they had newspaper reporters. Didn't say anything negative about the organization. He just said, you know what? I'm choosing movies. And went on with his thing. And just class and, issues. Was he human? Yep. He had issues and he was human. And I'll take the 95% class and let him deal with that 5%.
Okay.
Same with Muhammad Ali. Yes, the athletic accomplishment, like First Lady said, the comeback. And but more importantly, I'll say, is the evolution. Today we have all the marketing gurus and geniuses actually borrowing the techniques he employed at the time, which were transforming the world of marketing promotions. Mm-hmm. This is how you do it now. I'm going to show you how to. You guys are doing the same old stuff to generate revenues and attract. Well, I'm going to blow the thing up. I'm showing you how to bring more to our business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just everybody says Money Mayweather, Money Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, right. He promoted it.
So that Money Mayweather could be money today. But all Money Mayweather, well, I'm not going to say all, because different eras, and hey, we all borrow from the geniuses, I'll say, of the past.
Yeah.
So, but hey, hear the man. The other part is that so many of his conversations actually focused on love. There are tons of conversations with Muhammad Ali where he he spoke beautifully of love, loving each other. You know, we have the brashness, but in his evolution, his transformation, there's that, just so many of that. As I was going through old clips and audios, he spoke more about love than any other subject. You know, he talked about his fights in the context of boxing, but and like you said, he had the, you know, whatever issues he stood for, but in general, he had, the majority of his conversations were about love. But on that note, I know they're giving us the flags and stuff. I think, First Lady, you got to take us to break.
Okay. The first two listeners to email us or send a shout-out why the ladies are grouped together will receive a $25 gift card from our partners at NFLshop.com. Here's your hint. They are the first, and they are golden. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have a performance from Beema Monroe on the first part of Shout Out.
Free Mr. Vaughn.
Rest in peace, Muhammad Ali.
R.I.P.
Perfect days. If every day were perfect, no day would be special. What makes life so good is the fact that you can take whatever you have and make it better. The bulk of your life is lived on days that are far from perfect. But a less than perfect day is no reason to hold yourself back. On the contrary, the difficult days are when you can make the biggest positive difference. So go ahead, whatever the circumstance, and live true to the highest of your abilities and desires. Don't postpone the joy in your life just because conditions are not ideal. Live the joy now, and your living of it will make everything better. Use each day to create achievements and experiences, not to collect excuses or resentments. Do your best work. Live your highest vision of life, free of the need to judge how things are. Every day, every moment is beautiful and valuable in its own way. Live the beauty as it comes, always, no matter what.
You Shimmy Shake Girls are looking real lovely. Oh, welcome back. The music flows in from around the globe to get a shout out from the panel. And my girl, I'm talking about my girl, First Lady. Over to you.
On Shout Out, we feature new independent artists who are looking to find their shining star. If we like what we hear, we'll give the track a shout out. If we don't like it, we hit the mute. This morning we have Beema Monroe out of Tampa, Florida, with her album, Excuse Me Twice. All right, DJ, let's hear They Don't Care.
All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us.
There's so much hate up in this world and it's spreading like a fungus. It's hate all through the hood, even hate up in the Congress. Our president is black, they are strutting and yeah, they ton them while throwing little temper tantrums. Ironic national anthem. Like the land of the oppressed and the home of many cowards. Your family eating good while you trying to take from ours. We get up and we go get it, busting our ass for pennies. Got the nerve to call us moochers when your wealth was simply given. Martin Luther King had a dream, had a dream. Judgment by my character, overlook my color scheme. Life is but a narrative, gotta read and believe. Only half of what it seems, Fox News tell lies all day. The problem is the black man, cause he in their way. He digging in their pockets, investigating corruption. What about us poor Americans ignoring that discussion? Politicians resigning these days mighty abruptly. Indict America, holder, I'm sick of them getting lucky. Sick of all the bullying, sick of all the confusion. Sick of them twisting scriptures and mocking the Constitution. Sick of you picking on the shit, just let us live. Most of us educated, don't focus on 10% and don't get it misconstrued. I know a couple dudes that dropped out of school and they the farthest from a dummy or a fool. Better make a move. My people shed so many tears. Justice for Greg Hill. You treat us like a crook, but really that's what you is. James Anderson, Malcolm Ferguson. Ferguson, Ernest Dunas, Nicholas Hayward, Andy Lopez, Gregory Hill. Fatalities, fuck police brutalities. But you talking about a nigga hating on you. Rick Scott, Ted Cruz hating on you. They say they want a bright future, but they cut the bright future scholarships, raise the taxes, make them all suffer from their hardships. Close schools, give them easy access to petty money, drugs, guns, post bonds. Let them think they have funds, let them think they gotta outshine their neighbors. Brainwash them all, fill their head with fables. Turn the middle class against the lower, light skin versus darker, half versus the half nots, and the riders versus walkers. Don't let them mock us. First they slash the food stamps, then the unemployment. Say they love the soldiers, yes, that's only on deployment. When they get back by God's grace, the U.S. of A ain't hearing shit our heroes gotta say. Slaps in the face, the poor get shitted, wealthy get the tax cuts. Trayvon Martin, no justice, man, it's just us. Don't hold your head down, yeah, they treating us so unjust. We gotta come together before they ever take us serious. I'm sick of it, can't never get no help. Come to I Street, let us fuck you good. It won't hurt as bad as Wall Street. Crabs in the bucket, forced to think that we inferior. UNITY is what makes us superior. We know better, let's do better. When you get money, stuff move better. And it's plenty of buku cheddar. Everybody eat when you work together. Wake up, but I ain't gave up, cause I still pray for them better days. Cause technically we still slaves. Overworked, underpaid. Sick of you picking on us, man, just let us live. Working full-time jobs and better can pay the bills. Racism, discrimination, they don't wanna allow vote on immigration. No gun regulations, destroying lives. They don't care cause in their eyes let them all die. But you talking about a nigga hating on you. The DA and the judge hating on you. Tell me what has become of my rights. If I am visible cause you know me. The proclamation promised me freely. School 'em, MJ. I'm tired of being the victim of shame. They're throwing me in a class with a bad name. I can't believe this is the land from which I came. But you tell me this the land of the free, huh? The government don't wanna see it. But if Martin Luther wasn't living, we gotta march, we gotta stand, we gotta unify. Hey, take my hand, and you my brother, and you my sister. Hey, rest in peace, MJ, hope we miss you. So stop talking about your brother hating on you. And check your history, we all got the same rules. Sick of you picking on us, man, just let us live. Get mad, much gotta stop now. Get mad, much gotta stop now. Get mad, much gotta stop right now. We all we got.
All right, Beamy Moore Monroe says they don't care about us. That's all we got. All right, let's go to the panel and see if they're going to like this song and give it a shout out, or are they going to hit the mute button. Dizzie Mac, what did you think about Beema Monroe?
First lady, I liked it. I could see how you were grooving over there with it. I mean, the Shimmy Shake Girls were on it, doing their toe taps. I liked it. It sounded like a summertime anthem for the ladies. Shout out.
Shouting it out. Roddy B, how did you like the track?
I like her little remix of the track and her little rap style, and I could see being at the little party having some fun with that. So I'm giving her a shout out.
Yes, it is definitely a remix, but it was fly. I like the remix.
It was a nice remix.
Monroe, yeah, it was hot to me. She's out of Florida, Tampa, Florida. I gotta check her out. Yeah, her rapping was excellent, and it just went real well with the song, and definitely looking forward to see what she has to bring. So we'll check her out on part 2 of Shout Out, and she'll give us another performance from Miss Beema Monroe. Is that the sound of my favorite underwater friend? Are we going to hear from Flip It?
It's it's time for flipping, where our host defend a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. We don't usually bring politics to the world of sports. But given we have been known to push the envelope, yes, we will. The Donald and Secretary Clinton have thrown down the gauntlet, and it is on. Now, we wonder how they would do in the world of sports. Politicians love to make sports analogies. How about sports using a couple of political analogies? Who would make a better coach at this point to turn the Cavaliers around and win the championship? Because I think the Cavaliers might need a little turning around if they're going to beat the Warriors. We asked the panel to defend Donald Trump. Dizzie Mac, defend.
Well, politicians always use sports somehow, some way. But hey, at this particular point, I really have no problem with the coaching. Because the Cavs make it there, no matter who's coaching. They made it 2 years in a row with two different coaches. I mean, I don't think it's the coaching. I think it's the heart. And no matter who you got coaching, it's not gonna matter if you got to go see, if you're the 10 man. I think Tyronn Lue is doing well. But I'd like to see somebody like the Donald. Give him an opportunity. I bet you he fire a couple of players. Yeah, get the message. Get the message real quick. Go in the post, LeBron. No, in the post. Yes. Make the game easy. Play through there. Then you win.
All right. We heard the defense from the Dizzie Mac on the bearskin rug. First Lady, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump would definitely make a better coach than Hillary Clinton because he would galvanize the team to fight to win the championship. Just like his political prowess, the Donald would keep the game plan for the Cavs very simple. He would continue to rant the following. Number one, he will build a wall around Stephen Curry and make the Warriors help. Number two, if I'm the Cavs coach, we are all going to be saying Merry Christmas again, and we will finally win the championship. At number three, I will take care of women. That's right. He'll take care of all the wives and girlfriends of the players. This will help build the players' morale to know that the Donald will take care of their women. And finally, he would drop that dirty, rotten traitor, Anderson Varza, out of an airplane into desolate Afghanistan without a parachute. Oh. Now, weeks and weeks, and after saying the same thing over and over and over, the Donald would ingrain his theories into the player's mind, and he would be the better coach to lead the Cavs to their first championship.
You're fired.
That's the Donald.
And could you imagine him arguing with the refs? Could you imagine him arguing with the refs? Because he would put the NBA is a rigged system.
He got his same consistent rants over and over.
It would be amazing. Could you imagine him on the sideline going back and forth, stalking the refs? Oh, God. All right. Okay. We know that you've heard the defense, Donald Trump. We're going to flip the script. We asked the panel to defend Coach Secretary Clinton. Dizzie Mac, defend.
Coach Secretary Clinton is more in tune with how the players are today. She's on Twitter. She's on Facebook. She's on social media. And you know she knows how to email. So she's going to be right there with the players saying, hey, let's have an optional day at practice. So the option is, I'll just email you what I want you to know. Just open and read it. If you have any questions, email me back. You know, Facebook me, hit me on Twitter, follow me on Snapchat. What else can I do? I'll be, you know, hanging out, you know, with the Shimmy Shake Girls. You know, so, you know, the players would love that. They would love the freedom to be able to express themselves without fear of serious repercussions. I mean, what's an occasional? The problem, you're just not trying hard enough, son. Apply yourself where you see it, need it, and do what you need to do, and let's get on to the next city. You know, I mean, hey, I can see her telling LeBron that, and he's taking that to heart. And you see another triple-double. You'll see LeBron being unleashed. They got the chains a little bit too tight around LeBron's neck, a little bit too much for his liking. So Secretary Clinton would be the better choice. That she let LeBron just be LeBron, free to do what he wants to do with no repercussions other than just maybe a, timeout.
All right. We heard the defense from Dizzie Mac, First Lady, Coach Secretary Clinton.
Secretary Hillary Clinton would make a better coach for the Cavs because she is confident, competent, calculating, and cunning. These are the qualities that are needed to propel the Cavs to a championship. Now, prior coaches like David Blatt, Tyronn Lue, even Donald Trump are great motivators to have that rah-rah personality. However, Hillary would definitely not be that type of coach. Her personality is a little bland, and she will not win the players over with warmth and charisma, but she will get the job done. She will lead based upon her dedication and her knowledge. Knowledge is power, and Hillary is one of the smartest individuals. Hillary would successfully devise a plan for the Cavaliers to win the championship. The only problem, it will be deleted, so no one else will be able to follow her blueprint.
All right, we've heard the defense on both sides of the flip it, Coach Donald, Coach Secretary Clinton. First Lady, please take us to break.
Stay tuned. Coming up next, the funnies and our favorite underwater friend on Flip It Part 2.
Free Mr. Bond even more.
Yes.
Success demands specifics. Success demands specifics. Did you know that you can be immensely successful, but you cannot be ambiguously successful? Think about it. You always possess great potential. To be realized and manifested, that potential must have a precise target. Whatever your personal limitations and shortcomings may be, life's greatness can flow through you in limitless measure. For that to happen, you must give it somewhere to flow. When you set your mind upon a purpose and commit yourself to fulfill that purpose, positive energy suddenly floods into your life. Every action, every thought, every moment, every circumstance brings opportunity to make progress. It doesn't really matter if your purpose seems silly or trivial, unsophisticated or even incomprehensible to others. What does matter, though, is that it matters to you and that you focus on it with all that you have. You're filled in every moment with life's miraculous energy, eager to be put to use. Direct that energy in a specific, meaningful way, and the results will be nothing. I said nothing short of amazing. Your success demands specifics.
Welcome back. You are still listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports. It's time for the funnies. All right, Dizzie Mac, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, First Lady. First Lady, guess what? Not only do we have our 14th Need to Grow story of 2016, we have our 15th. We're moving on up. First Lady. Okay, get this one. Apparent beer burglar attempt foiled by fallen fridge. An apparent burglary attempt on a beer cooler ended in disaster when a suspect ended up underneath the fallen beverage refrigerator.
Wow.
The CCTV video shows a man with a drink in his hand calling for help after trying and failing to get into one of several beer fridges arranged in a line. Another man arrives and holds a jacket over his head in an apparent attempt to hide his face. The man pulls on the apparent locked door of the cooler before giving one hard yank, which causes the fridge to fall face first onto the man. Boom! The other man helps his cohort escape from underneath the fridge, and they make a hasty getaway. Wow.
That'll learn them.
Messing with that fridge.
Yeah.
Okay. And hey, here's another one, First Aid. Police. Escape minimum security inmate return with SUV to pick up friends. Alaska State troopers said a man who escaped from a minimum security facility returned 3 hours later with a SUV to pick up some of his fellow inmates. Trooper said Joshua Yaska, 20, was seen riding a bicycle away from Fairbanks North Star Center Correctional Facility about 1:05 a.m. Sunday. Yaska returned about 4:20 a.m. with a Isuzu SUV, which he used to transport an undisclosed number of his fellow inmates away from the facility, and he allegedly tried to hit a North Star Center employee with the SUV while leaving the parking lot. Yaska was being housed at the North Star Center while awaiting trial for charges of misdemeanor theft and making a false report. Trooper said misdemeanor escape and assault charges have been forwarded to prosecutors. Yaska remained on the loose Monday. Wow. The hell they get
Okay, so he did get away. All right.
Well, he's on the lam, but you know I have a feeling that he'll be being returned, but it won't be to a minimum security.
No, and he had very.
Yaska had a lot of nerve going on there.
Yeah. He's gonna break out.
Well, you know what? The real nerve he has to go back to get his friends, man. That took some.
That's what I mean. He had a lot of nerve. Let's see if I can go get my buddies, boy.
Man, my buddies have to get out on their own because I'm free. I'm free.
I got out. I can't come back.
I'm telling you.
Well, gosh darn it, always interrupting our conversation. The water is splashing on you. It must be time for our favorite underwater friend. It's time for Flip It. Quit splashing that water on me, Flip It.
All right, it's time for Flip It, where hosts defend a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. The NBA is once again looking at the Shaka Hat situation and considering a rule change. Adam Silver keeps hinting he is inclined to do something about it. Free throws is not the same as Allen Iverson. Practice? We talking about practice. Panel defend. The Hacker Shack is the most boring move in sports. It slows the game down and lacks any real benefit. Adam Silver needs to change this rule. Dizzie Mac defend.
Man, this is such a crazy rule, man. Why are you... Man, if them $1 million athletes can't hit free throws, then I be fouling them too. There's nothing in the rule book saying that, hey, you got an eligible player on the floor, which that person is eligible. You don't foul them and play the percentage. If I knew I was going to hit 6 out of 7 times, I'm going to keep shooting. But you got the NBA always trying to spoil a good thing. Don't reward these players for being bad free throw shooters. Put the ball in their hand. Let them not choke. Let them sink or swim on their own bad free throw shooting. Y'all knew they were bad free throw shooting when y'all was scouting them for the league. It's all of a sudden, but we need to protect them. Man, get out of here. Ain't buying that. Hey, stop hitting about it and leave it alone. You know, but hey, them fools do need to keep saying they need to shoot better free throws. You need to keep practicing. Keep shooting. So that way, you know, we'll take greater pleasure in seeing you improve your shooting percentage, your free throw percentage, than sitting up here being hidden by, you know, helped out by a rule. Be a player.
All right, we heard the defense from Dizzie Mac. First Lady defend the Hack-a-Shack is the most boring move in sports. It slows the game down and lacks any real benefits. Adam Silver needs to change this rule.
Man, NBA coaches, they use the Hack-a-Shack strategy more this year than last year. I mean, the Hack-a-Shack had a 2.5 times increase from last year to this year. This is ridiculous. NBA teams are really big on analytics. So Adam Silver, you know, he needs to show these coaches with the analytics that the Hack-a-Shack is not assisting teams with winning. This may stop the practice. The Hack-a-Shack strategy is ruining the beauty of the NBA game. NBA is a free-flowing game of teams running and shooting. The game is exciting and it's fast-paced. When they do this Hack-a-Shack, the game is so boring, it's almost long as baseball. You know, the Hack-a-Shack is almost like essentially walking a baseball player. This Hack-a-Shack stops the flow of the game. This is not what James Naismith wanted when he developed the game of basketball. Adam Silver, I mean, you have really been a great commissioner so far, but you got to do the right thing and just bring some major changes to this Hack-a-Shack strategy. You need to stop it.
All right. You heard the defense, but you know that this is Flip It, where we flip the script and defend the opposing view. Panel defend. Why should we change the Hack-a-Shack rule to make it easier for players to get away with working on parts of their game? Should the three-point line be closer to help teams beat the Warriors? Leave the rule alone. Dizzie Mac, defend.
Oh, you leave the rule alone. Keep it as is. Don't change a thing. And it's going to start costing these players who can't be depended on in the clutch, have to be substituted for in the clutch. That's when you want to be in the game. That's when you make your money. What kind of clutch player are you? Oh, we don't know, so we got to sit you on the bench because you can't shoot free throws. They're free. They're free on 15 feet. Nobody's jumping up trying to block it. Nobody's trying to steal the ball from you. Work on your craft, son. Work on your craft. Don't be a part-time player that we can't play you in the clutch because you're a crutch. And everybody sees as much when they see you with a towel over your head.
All right, we heard the defense from Dizzie Mac, but the First Lady gets the final word. Defend.
Changing league rules because of 3 incompetent free throw shooting players is really ridiculous. If teams want to stop, they need to make their players learn how to shoot free throws. And you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Houston. Well, the D-Light is not going to be with the Rockets, but anyway, the Clippers and Detroit Pistons, and whoever Dwight goes to, they need to make sure that these three players know how to shoot free throws. I mean, this has been a consistent problem. I mean, bring somebody in to show them how to shoot some free throws. You know, basketball is about strategy. So there's always going to be some aspect of the game that will be boring or unappealing when it comes to game strategy. You should not eliminate strategy, and that's not a solution for poor free throwers. I mean, you're enabling these players to learn the basics of the game, the very basic principles of basketball. I mean, you learn to shoot free throws when you're in elementary school. I mean, does the NBA want to go down this path? Because once you go down this path of changing the game and tweaking the game because of incompetent players, there's no turning back. You don't want to start something. You don't want to start changing parts of the game because it's causing these problems. I mean, that's a bad way to go. So they don't need to change the rule. Just leave the rule alone. Leave it alone.
Practice.
That's right. Practice.
All right. You heard Flip It for this week. First Lady, please take us to break.
On the other side of break, we have another performance from Beema Monroe on Shout Out. You just stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Muhammad Ali and Famous Devon.
Focus and commitment. You have plenty of good possibilities on this day. In this situation, pick one at a time. Commit to it and go with it. No looking back and no holding back. If you fill your mind with worry about missing out on other things, you miss out on everything. Focus on what you've chosen. Find satisfaction in it and leave the other things for other times and places. Your attention is most powerful when it's undivided. Your work is most effective when it is focused. Doing 2, 3, 4, or more tasks mean you're not doing any task as well as you could be. Give each effort, each experience the full attention it deserves. Let go of the mistaken assumption that your work is merely something to be endured. Put all you have into each thing you do. Watch as you continuously add new riches to your life. Honor every activity, every moment, every person and situation with your full attention and respect, and delight in the great rewards earned with focus and commitment.
Welcome back. You are listening to Bras, Panties and Sports. It's time for Shout Out Part 2, the picks and the finale. The music flows in from around the globe to get a shout out from the First Lady and the crew. First Lady, over to you.
We have another performance from Miss Beema Monroe with her album, Excuse Me Twice. All right, let's hear Ladies.
Times out of 10, you're hearing for you see 'em face all balled up, mean mugging, don't see 'em. Nowadays, everybody wanna be a bad bitch. Bitch, what happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? 9 times out of 10, you're hearing for you see 'em face all balled up, mean mugging, don't see 'em. Nowadays, everybody wanna be a bad bitch. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? Baby, I'm on my cute shit, too jazzy to be ratchet. I'm hood and sexy, ain't classless. Yes, I'm a lady. I'm on my cute shit. Yes, I'm a lady. I'm on my cute shit. To all my ladies in the place with style and grace, love in the skin you in, smile on your face. We gon' take it on back to the old school. On the dance floor while I'm doing old moves. Like the ooh, cha-wally wally, ooh, cha-bang bang. Life of the party, doing the damn thing. Crazy, sexy, cool, TLC. We used to sing weak, SWV now. When you see me, you hardly speak. I ain't losing control, that pettiness don't bother me. Cause when you classy, that trashiness, let it pass. You can pay for school, but you can't buy class. It's obvious from my strutting that I live stress-free. And you can talk that dumb shit that you won't stress me. I be on positive vibes, straight fire, Lauryn Hill playing 88 times. That used to be the music we love. Now all you hear is ho bitch when you step in the club. Popping pussy for attention. Nah, baby, you need to act like a lady. 9 times out of 10, you're hearing for you see 'em face all balled up. Mean mugging on see 'em. Nowadays, everybody wanna be a bad bitch. Bitch, what happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? 9 times out of 10, you're hearing for you see 'em face all balled up. Mean mugging on see 'em. Nowadays, everybody wanna be a bad bitch. Bitch, what happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? Baby, I'm on my cute shit, too jazzy to be ratchet. I'm hood and sexy, ain't classless. Yes, I'm a lady. I'm on my cute shit. Yes, I'm a lady. I'm on my cute shit. Why you mad? That ain't cute, babe. That's too much wear and tear. I swear a smile is the best makeup that you can wear. Even when I have a bad day, I'm never looking sad, babe. The grace of a goddess, keep it cute and keep it classy. 5-star shit for a 5-star chick. If you broke, then you better have some 5-star dick. Welcome to the mind of a grown woman. Got my own money, so I don't really need nothing from you. So I keep this shit 100. I'm the lady superhero. I'm a foreigner. I only speak the Nero. You talking real loud, most likely you the weakest. Pay attention to your friends, the negatives want the creepers. Red light, yellow, green light, mother may I. We used to be so innocent, not every single day they mine. Daughter's generation ain't consumed with all the hating. No babies that's making babies in return to being ladies. I salute you strong women who's never intimidated. Don't test it and imitate it, remain sophisticated. High five, baby. That little phrase, bad bitches outdated. Shout out to my real ladies. 9 times out of 10, you're hearing for you see 'em face all balled up. Mean mugging on see 'em. Nowadays, everybody wanna be a bad bitch. Bitch, what happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? 9 times out of 10, you're hearing for you see 'em face all balled up. Mean mugging on see 'em. Nowadays, everybody wanna be a bad bitch. Bitch, what happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? We used to be ladies. What happened to that cute shit? Baby, I'm on my cute shit, too jazzy to be ratchet. I'm hood and sexy, ain't classless. Yes, I'm a lady. I'm on my cute shit. Yes, I'm a lady. I'm on my cute shit.
Used to be ladies. All right. I don't know about you, but I'm still a lady. All right, let's go to the panel.
Hey, the first lady. You understand?
Right. All right, Ronnie B., what did you think of the trap?
First lady, I must comment on the implication that the young lady was making, and I am with you that ladies did not go anywhere. There are plenty of ladies amongst us. Mm-hmm. The Shimmy Shake Girls may be Shimmy Shake Girls, but they are very much ladies. Now, I'll just say, Beema Monroe, you need to stop hanging out with women who don't realize or choose to be ladies. They used to be ladies. Well, I put it like this. Maybe they weren't ever ladies in the first place. Maybe that's the deal. Okay, Beema Monroe. So, hey, look, you might be feeling sentimental, but just get away from them. Because there are plenty of ladies out there. Those just ain't the ones. I'm going to the track was a lot of fun. I love it where she talks so much smack. I loved it. I had a ball with it. I'm giving it a shout out.
Well, shout it out. Okay. Dizzie Mac, what did you think of Ladies?
I liked it. The Shimmy Shake Girls were up in here doing their thing all over the studio. I like the beat. I like how it went down. And hey, I thought she was talking about some used to be friends, how they used to be tight and used to do.
Okay. I'm with you. I can roll. I had to listen to the track again.
Yeah, we had to get that take on it. I see Dizzie Mac came up with that.
I had haters, some haters out there. They out there hating that because I'm, making this music that ain't pop off. And you still over there, trying to, come up on somebody's quality.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a different take, Dizzie Mac. Now, I don't have to like the words, but I did like the track. So I have to give some Beema Monroe some props because the track was hot. I just, like I said, all I said was I'm still a lady, so I don't know who she was hanging out with. But the track was definitely hot. It had a nice beat to it. She can rap. I give some Beema Monroe can rap. He called her Beema Moore. But anyway, Beema Monroe, she can definitely rap out of Tampa, Florida. Well, that's the end of shout out. If you like what you heard from Beema Monroe, check her out on bossbabyrecords.com. Yeah. If you'd like to be heard or have any comments, you can send your emails and tracks to panties@oldgrumpyradio.com. It's time for the picks. Dizzie Mac was last year's champion of the hardwood. Will he repeat the feat? You repeating, Dizzie Mac?
Hey, I'm going like the Warriors. We repeat.
Okay, you're going to repeat. All right. Well, let's get to the results because, we hadn't had the results in a long time. So the production assistants, they really work hard this week to get them out. So we got 3 weeks of results. So on May 14th, I had 55,000 points and Dizzie Mac had 25,000 points. On May 21st, the week, and I had 10,000 points. And Dizzie Mac had 80,000 points. Last week, I had 100,000 points, and Dizzie Mac had 55,000 points. So, the totals as of today, I have 232,500 points. Dizzie Mac has 209,000 points. Aaron is coming up with 17,500 and D-Money has 8,000 points. So it is close. We are going down to the wire, Dizzie Mac. It is close. So let's get to this week's picks. The Cavaliers will outscore the Warriors by at least 10 points in the second game of their series. 25,000 for the correct answer, minus 25,000 for the incorrect answer. Dizzie Mac, you're going first. What do you think?
No, they will not.
I'm on the fence with this one.
Oh, my God.
This game 2 is always a deciding game to me.
There you go.
I think I agree with you. It's going to be closer than 10 points, but it's going to be like 5 or 7. So I'm going to say no also. LeBron James will have more turnovers than Stephen Curry in Game 2. 10,000 for the correct answer, minus 15,000 for the incorrect answer. I'm going to say no because LeBron definitely turned the ball over a lot in game one. So I think he's going to correct that problem. And I think Stephen Curry's going to have some turnovers. So I'll say no. Dizzie Mac?
I'm going to say yes. LeBron can't. They coming out of LeBron like a pack of Dobermans. LeBron don't know which way to go. He over there just saying, damn, they on my ass.
Okay. Klay Thompson will score less than 20 points in the third game of the series. 10,000 for the correct answer, minus 10,000 for the incorrect answer. Dizzie Mac.
This is my dark horse MVP of the series. Klay Thompson will come up big. Yeah, he will not score less than 20 points in the third game.
Okay, I agree with you. He will not score less than 20 points in the third game, even though he scored about 20. I forgot what he scored in the first game. It wasn't that much. But I'm going to say no.
9 points. 9 points.
9 points, yeah. He and Stephen Curry had bad games, yet they couldn't win, the Cavaliers. So I'm going to agree with you on that. I'm going to say no. All right, moving along. Stephen Curry will lead all scorers in the third game of the series. 35,000 for the correct answer, minus 10,000 for the incorrect answer. I am going to say no. I think somebody else will lead, either LeBron or somebody from the either LeBron or like you said, Klay Thompson. So I'm going to say no. Dizzie Mac.
Oh no, this the game 3 is going to be a defining game for Steph Curry. Steph Curry will probably hit upwards of close to 40 points. And they put an exclamation point on Cleveland's chin.
Okay, you just sneezed on that one. Okay, so you're going to say, bless you, so you're going to say yes, and that's going to be in Cleveland. So I would think Cleveland would, okay, you think Stephen Curry's going to rain on Cleveland's parade on the game 3. All right. I disagree with you on that one.
Break some umbrellas.
Nah, I disagree with you on that one. Definitely no. No. He's not going to be the lead scorer. All right. Let me see. Okay, let's move along. The Cleveland Cavaliers will have more steals than Stephen Curry in game 3. All right. Dizzie Mac.
No.
So you said the Cleveland Cavaliers will have more steals. The Cleveland Cavaliers will have more steals than Stephen Curry. So you say Stephen Curry will have more steals than the Cleveland Cavaliers? You said no. Okay. I say yes. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers will have more steals than Stephen Curry. Come on now, LeBron averages about 2 or 3 a game himself. So anyway, you say no. You think Stephen Curry's going to have a lot of steals, Dizzie Mac. All right, let's move along. At least one Warrior player will be charged with a flagrant foul in game 3. 25,000 for the correct answer, minus 15,000 for the incorrect answer. I'm going to say no. Dizzie Mac?
I'm going to say no.
Now, First Lady, you a little hesitant on that no.
Well, you don't know what Green is doing.
You know, some people don't know how to control their kicking.
That's right. He Green. That's right. I don't know what he's going to do. He's very unpredictable. But anyway, I'm going to say no. He's been on his best behavior for the last couple of games.
Keep your hand on my sausage.
Before we go, it's time to find out what we missed this week. Dizzie Mac, what did you miss?
I missed Serena Williams, the fashion in the French Open. Try to add another jewel to that crown. All
right. Ronnie B., what did you miss?
Well, it looks like I'm missing Muhammad Ali.
Oh, yeah, we still missing Muhammad Ali. Okay. What did I miss? Well, like Ronnie B says, I am missing Muhammad Ali. Pretty much. I missed a lot this past week, too, in the sports world. So I'll go with that. I'm missing Muhammad Ali also. Where, everybody's going to be giving their reflections on Muhammad Ali, the boxer, the man, the humanitarian.
Reflections of way things used to be.
Yes, right. So we miss you, Muhammad. We love you. And our condolences to your family. This has been Cheryl.